Hey guys, I'm just going to go over a couple little watercolor techniques before you start your process. I'm going to go over blotching technique, a stringing technique, a blending technique, and a color blocking technique. The blotching technique, this is how it goes. You're going to get your paintbrush. As you see, I'm wiping it off on a paper towel so it's not too wet. Then you dip it inside of a color. And then you just kind of blotch it on there. You tap, 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 tap. And leave a little bit of open space in between the colors. It looks like it's a little scratchy. What do? I clean out my brush, make sure my paintbrush is nice and clear, no extra paint on there, wipe it off so there's no extra water. Get another color. You usually want to get a color that's close enough to the color that you just blotched. So I used green, now I'm using a bluish green, and I'm covering up the white space and wiping it off. The stringing technique is when you just kind of drag your paintbrush along, and you're just kind of going up and down and up and down. And you see I'm leaving little spaces in between. Clean your paintbrush and let's get a new color. I'll go with another color that's similar, and I'm gonna go into those the white spaces in between. I'm gonna wipe off my paintbrush again, maybe a purple. And I'm just kind of going around and kind of going up and down. It's like a stringy technique, like we're dragging string across the paper. That technique is called a blending technique, and that's when you just get two colors that are kind of similar to each other. You know, cover up your space. And look at these little short strokes I'm doing. These short strokes are, you know, a good way to blend your colors in the paper. And I want to blend purple with, let's try turquoise. And when you blend, you do little strokes of color, little strokes like that, and then it doesn't look like it blended enough. I need a little more purple, so I'm gonna go in, get some purple again, little tiny strokes, and then it looks like I'm kind of bringing my purple up into my turquoise. So that is called your blending technique. Finally, another favorite is called a color blocking technique. Color blocking is when you have just a big block of color, almost like when you're coloring in a page. You know, you color your shape in, like you're coloring in the lines. Here's my one side, I want it to be green. Get all the white space nice and solid. Clean out my brush, get a new color. Then I like red, so I'm gonna just kind of go right next to red, or I'm sorry, right next to green. And I've got a block of red next to my green. Color blocking, it's really fun. And you know, you choose which one you like when you get to your project, but you know, all these are great techniques to get a nice, beautiful watercolor paper done. And alright guys, since we are doing a watercolor painting today, you can choose whatever you want. Just blend your colors, have fun. We're going to use salt, we're going to use a paper bag, all kinds of cool stuff, and you're just going to explore the art. I'm going to go ahead and start painting, and I'm going to speed it up. You can watch me paint, and then it's going to be your turn. Alright. Alright guys, after you color the entire surface with different colors using the technique that you like, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I want you to look at a couple things here. We've got some blotches of color, then it looks like it's lighter and darker in other places. Guess what I used? I used salt, and salt adds texture to watercolors, and that's what you'll be doing as you are painting your project. We're going to add another technique. It's called a dropper technique, and we're going to drop colors and blow the colors away. I will show you as you squeeze it first, squeeze it. Once you squeeze it, you just kind of suck up some of the water. We got a little bit, looks like we're little scientists. And you're just gonna drop a little bit here, boom. And drop another one, boom. And then see what it does. You're experimenting, this is exploring. Let it splatter onto the paper. You are a creative scientist. And there we go, I just add a little bit of extra voila to my project.